All right, folks, welcome. We're back. We're live. We're ready to attack. We're ready to roll. All right, we're ready. Ready. Let's go. I'm waking up still. I got my monster in hand. F it, we're doing it live. F it, we're doing it live. Here we go. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's ride, everybody. Let's ride. Oh, give me a few seconds. I gotta check something on the Nightbot TV. Michael Donaldson says, "Sup, fool? What up, G-Dog?" My man, dude. I love Michael Donaldson. Michael Donaldson's the GOAT, dude. Hey, yo. But what's happening, folks? What is happening, man? I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired. I slept decently, but sometimes I just don't get a full amount of sleep, and that's on me, though. It's on me at the end of the day. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Make sure you guys tap the subscribe and the like button. It does help the channel grow. Super chats are highlighted first. Trump is the GOAT. I can agree with that. Trump's the man, dude. I'm feeling what you're putting down, Mr. Donaldson. I'm feeling it. Let's get ready to crumble. Stock market rally, baby. It's happening. So, I was taking a look at the VT. Let's get ready to fumble. Give me 1 second, folks. I gotta check my gotta check my phone. You really like the lack of frosting? The frosting is the key, though. The frosting is the best part of it. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. I like Folgers coffee. It's pretty decent. I usually drink like generic brand coffee, though. So. The lack of frosting is a good thing. I've gone a little overboard lately with the frosting, so without a doubt, absolutely. Oh, man. Feeling good, though. The stock market rallied. We checked the VT for my PP. We checked VT. Oh, VT's gone up. It's gone up 1.34%. Look at that. How sexy. So one of the reasons I like to swing trade the VT is the VT itself, since it's the global markets, it's U.S. exposure, international exposure, it's fairly stable. It's not like hyper volatile. It's still volatile. Don't get me wrong. Equities is always going to be a volatile thing. But let's take a look. Oh, 136.58 per share. Hell yeah. Got a hell of a gain today. Look at that. Brad. We say Brad a lot on this channel. Ooh, can I sell some VNQ? Ooh, yeah. We're ready, dude. Yeah, I don't have my I don't have the paint on. Not today, at least. But how's my brony brothers doing, man? I love my coffee generic, dude, just like my frosting and mustard. Well, actually, I was using Pillsbury frosting, so not as generic. I was actually using the name brand stuff, shockingly. I was using name brand Pillsbury. I feel so high. Getting high, running wild among all the stars above. Beautiful dawn melts with the stars again. Do you remember the day when my journey began? Will you remember the end of time? Beautiful dawn. I always buy the VT on the dip, though, man. I love buying the VT on the dip. I love swing trading the VT. It's honestly, when you get profits, you get some decent profits if you put enough down. And here's the thing, man, VT is something that I would hold for the rest of my life anyway. So even though I'm trading it for the short term, I'm more than happy to hold on to the VT for the excessive long term if I really needed to. Just because it exposes you to 10,000 different companies. So Donaldson is saying Tesla stock is at $3.99. Remember when I told you to buy it at $2.16? Oh, I remember. I remember you told me to buy it fairly early on. I actually, by the way, I do have Tesla stock in a lot of the ETFs that I own, so I do have exposure. I had early exposure, actually, to Tesla well before it rallied, only because of all the ETFs that I own that do have Tesla in it. So all the exchange-traded funds that I have actually benefited from Tesla going crazy as far as it goes. But I'm also just really diversified overall. I can't predict what the future holds. I could have a good idea of what the future holds, but I can't with 100% accurately predict it. Now, I could, you could make predictions and you might be right. But reality is interesting. Reality is interesting. So I tend to just invest long-term, diversify, and see where it all goes. Sorry, I got a little bit of the hiccups right now. My bad. Melts with the stars again. Do you remember the day when my journey began? Will you remember the end of time? Mr. Donaldson says, unfortunately, I did not pick any up. I was still setting up my Charles Schwab account. Oh, got ya. Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of opportunities in the market. You don't have to, I will say this. Trump is your daddy. Trump is the man, though. Trump is the man. I will say this, though, Mr. Donaldson. Give me one more moment, though. What we're seeing is pretty incredible. I mean, I knew the markets would rebound because what happens is, people can't resist getting into the market at a discount. Also, they can't resist getting in on a rally. It's sad because a lot of people who invest these days are momentum investors, which means that they're investing while everything's on the way up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's good to invest at any time you can. But at the same time, when there's a downturn, it's good to buy. A lot of rich people will buy when the markets are low. Only because they know deep down in their heart of the hearts, it's better than saving money. Because saving money, honestly, is a death sentence, in my opinion. Because I don't even like saying saving money, because cash isn't money. Cash is a currency, and currencies are worthless. So because of that, I say it's best to, yeah. No, I would love to see another dip myself. I think more dips, the better, for sure. I mean, look, for me personally, though, income is the outcome when it comes to my portfolio. It has actually been a decent income generator, surprisingly. And one's portfolio can be used in so many ways. It's the truth. Yeah, when it comes to the VT, though, man, the Vanguard Total World ETF, it holds up to 10,000 different companies. That's crazy. 10,000 holdings, man. How insane is that? It's globally diversified, too. So you're not just invested in U.S. stocks. You are also, when you have the VT, you are also invested, 40% of it is composed of international companies. So there's huge advantages, in my opinion, not financial advice, talk to a financial advisor, but in my opinion, there are huge advantages to buying a heavily diversified index on the dip. Yeah, nighttime frosting Garza is pretty gay. I'll admit that. I don't blame anybody for hating the frosting. I get it. Like, believe it or not, I get it. And I'm starting to realize that I don't necessarily have to do the frosting stuff, but I occasionally still like to do it. It's kind of part of the mantra of the channel. There's still surprisingly a demand for it. I was thinking about buying a toilet seat, though. Being like toilet seat guy and seeing what I can accomplish with the toilet seat, get more people. I'll copy the toilet seat guy for sure. I don't care. Oh, toilet seat guy is my boy, though. I should copy the toilet seat guy. That's what I'm starting to think. I mean, seriously, why the F not, But yeah, overall, it's pretty interesting, man. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad idea either, Mr. Donaldson. I like it. Mr. Donaldson, you are on the right track, I think. Oh no. Oh no. The stock market's rallying like the toilet seat guy, man. That's just the truth. It's rallying just like the toilet seat guy. Hold on. But yeah, no, we're feeling it. We're feeling it good. So what do you guys think about this market rally? You guys stimulated in certain ways, in certain areas? Like, how are you feeling right now? Right this instant. How are you doing? Can you feel it? Oh, yeah. I think everybody's excited. I know I'm excited. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go now. Here we go into new days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go now. Here we go into new days. I'm hope I'm suffer. I think I have an idea. Give me a few seconds, my brony brothers. Give me one moment. Okay, we're back in action. Michael Donaldson says, all I feel is lower back pain. And then Tim Smith says, MSTE drops their distribution to 35 cents, which is awesome. I was worried it would be like 5 cents for December. Oh, geez, yeah. Some of those, look at some of those covered call ETFs, even though they're decent for the most part, they could be a little variant in the way that they drop their distribution. So that's why that's one of the reasons I don't make my portfolio 100% of those. But then again, I know that the one that you're into is not 100% covered call. It's only partial. But yeah, Michael Saylor, though, man. Michael frickin' Saylor is the man, by the way. I want to let everybody know Michael Saylor is the GOAT. Michael Saylor. Oh. Give me a second, you guys. I'm checking my fantasy football. Tim Smith is saying MSTE is the most volatile covered call stock. It's 30% covered calls on strategy. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty volatile because, 70% of it is just holding the stock itself, holding the micro wiener strategy. So it's like, let's see. Coca-Cola's going up. Hell yeah, I love Coca-Cola. I'm a shareholder in Coca-Cola myself. Hell yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I could see that being true. Let's see. Yeah, so overall with this stock market rally, I mean, what we're truly seeing is something extraordinary. Because Nvidia's earnings were actually really good. However, I think that we're kind of not looking at the underlying issue though with the AI bubble, is that AI is becoming more resource intensive. So, I mean, I guess if you buy a lot of energy companies, like if you buy like electric companies, for example, I think you're on the right path because AI is going to be more energy intensive. Now, in the long run, it's going to be higher bills for tech companies. So it's interesting. So how profitable will AI be in the future? I think it'll be profitable. It may take a bit of time, but I think AI is pointing us oddly enough in the right direction. And I don't think it's going anywhere. Get it, Dolphin Tactic. You got 10 shares of Coca-Cola, 161 now. Hey, Coca-Cola is a fantastic stock, man. It's been a great stock for a long time. I love their dividend growth. I love their dividend. It's not a high-yielding dividend, but, man, Coca-Cola knows what they are at the end of the day, the type of company they are, and they do a good job. So I'm always going to be invested in Coca-Cola, without a doubt. This is not going to be a super long live video. We're just going to cover a few topics and then kind of go from there. I just hope everybody's having a good time wherever you may be, however you may be doing it. The Mussy. The Mussy. The Mussy is real. The Mussy does what it feels. Yeah, I like Coca-Cola. I mean, Coca-Cola is a solid company, man. All right, class, we got a poll going. The poll question is, tap subscribe, do you own the Vanguard Total World ETF? That is the question. Hell yeah. Do you? Do you own it? Hopefully you do. Honestly, I think it's one of the best ETFs you could ever own. Frankly, but yeah, what do you guys ultimately think of the stock market rally? Do you think you think it's a little high? Do you think it's a little low? Think it needs to rally higher? Pump. No. I mean, look, the market's going to rally whenever it needs to rally. I think that holding on to cash ultimately is a bad play. I don't like holding on to cash. I think holding on to cash at the end of the day is dumb. If there's one thing I do like to do, it's to invest as if there's no tomorrow. I love investing, man. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed to the core, man. And I figure, why not? You know. Yeah, no, I don't have any, no mustard on me today. At least not for now. I might put on frosting brows in the park. I'm still debating whether I should or not. I got my wipes, so if I go out there with my little wipes and stuff, I could do frosting brows. I may do that today, I'm not sure. I may just do an episode in the park with no gimmicks. Tim Smith says, bears sound smart. Let's see. Bears sound smart, bulls make money. I'm bullish in bear markets. And that's the difference between me and a lot of retail investors. It's the difference between, honestly, the difference between a good investor and a bad investor is that principle alone. Being bullish during a bear market is the best thing that you could be. Bear markets are an excellent time to rack up on ETFs, especially heavily diversified ones, because if the whole market is crashing, usually market crashes are irrational. And I mean, a correction happens. Corrections happen, blah, blah, blah. But typically there's always a rebound. I will say that I feel very comfortable in my decision to always be exposed to the Vanguard Total World Index. I think it's one of the best indices out there. And I wouldn't have it any other way. It really, honestly, I'm obsessed with the Vanguard Total World Index, man. I think it's the level of diversification that you get in the equities market through VT, beautiful. And swing trading, it's very fascinating too. I tend to swing trade it because it's honestly one of the smartest things that you could do. Dolphin tactic, I am not swimming in the nasty Mingus Park pond. I'm not swimming in that pond, dude. Are you freaking kidding me? Gross. No. Hell no. I'm not doing that, dude. Gross. Freaking ridiculous. Come on, Dolphin Tactic. You know better than that. I'm checking out something because I'm really curious about something. Yeah, money's money, but also I don't want to get like, that pond is nasty as shit, dude. You kidding me, man? Dolphin Tactic, that pond is disgusting. That pond is nasty, though, dude. pond is disgusting. Interesting. Oh, snap. So you guys, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this live stream here in a bit. I'm going to do a bit of an experiment with the video bit rate because the bit rate's a little higher than it needs to be. So I'm going to try to get it down to 4,500 for the bit rate. Dolphin Tactic wants me to be the mayor of Coos Bay. Fat chance, bro. Fat chance. All right, so I'm going to end this here in about probably 10 minutes. We're going to do a Q&A before I end this stream real quick. So quick Q&A. So whatever questions you guys may have, feel free to ask any questions you may have at the moment. So what would I do first if I became mayor of Coos Bay? I don't know. I'd be a shitty mayor. I would not be a good mayor, dude. I don't know shit about the government. Let's see. TN says, Real Garza, are you shorting Bitcoin now? Yeah, I'm always in the market to short Bitcoin. Always. I think that Bitcoin's ridiculous, and so I use SBIT to short it because it's the easiest way to do it. I just kind of swing trade the volatility of the SBIT. Is the best way to do it in my opinion. It's not financial advice. Just I hate Bitcoin so much. I think it's the most ridiculous. It's phony baloney dildo money, dude. Bitcoin at the end of the day is phony baloney dildo money, man. Well, I mean, if I was the mayor of Coos Bay, I'd probably rule with an iron fist. You know, I'd probably rule with an iron fist. That's what it boils down to, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, so I need to lower my bit rate. Okay. 4,000, I think, is the magic number. 4,000 kilobits per second. Per second is the goal. Cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably wear a mega hat, sure. Why not? Yeah, so I think we're going to go down to 4,000 kilobits per second. I think that'll be the way to go. All right, well, does anybody have any investing questions or any comments? Any hints on what people should do? Not financial advice, by the way, but we always like to hear what the chat has to say or any questions they have to ask. Because I love the questions, man. Ultimately, I'm always going to be buying VT on the dip. That's just a given. I don't see it any other way. I think that buying the Vanguard Total World Index on the dip is probably the smartest thing I do when it comes down to investing. Yeah, can it dip quite excessively? Sure. But I would rather own something that I know is eventually going to rebound because it's heavily diversified. And look, Professor Oak says AOC. No. Too psycho. Hell no. All right, so we're going to end the stream. I'm going to run a few tests on here. I'm going to lower the bit rate because I think that's going to help out a lot because I'm doing this 720p. And we'll see what the ending result is on that. Chris Guthrie, yeah, I did have frosting on my face yesterday. I love frosting, dude. I'm a frosting man. I can't help it. It's what I'm into. I'm a frake. Yeah, no, I had straight frosting on my face yesterday. It was awesome. All right, well, we'll catch you guys later. I'm going to probably do another stream here in a little bit. I have to do a couple tests to make sure everything's functioning. Yeah, like frosting from a cupcake, yeah. Like Pillsbury Doughboy, like Pillsbury frosting, right from the can. It's pretty fun to me, man. President Trump's the GOAT, man. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hold on. President Trump, baby. Woo! All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Give me a few moments to make the necessary configurations, and we shall return.